Last month, the Trump administration called for federal troops to take over Washington, D.C., and now Chicago could be next. The president has long criticized the city for its violence. At least 54 people were shot in Chicago over the Labor Day weekend, according to the city's police department. A federal immigration enforcement operation in the city could start later this week.
Have not called the city of Chicago or anyone else. So it's clear that in secret, they're planning this. Well, it's an invasion with U.S. troops if they, in fact, do that.
Chicago officials are preemptively fighting back. The mayor just signed an executive order that says police will not collaborate with federal agents. But among those living in the city, opinions are mixed.
We don't need a Band-Aid to cover up the problem. What we need is a solution. No offense to the president, but we actually need someone that's in this community.
The residents deserve more. They deserve to feel safe. The crime should not take over the city. The crime should not make residents feel like they can't live everyday life.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says Boston and San Francisco are other cities that could potentially be targeted for similar enforcement operations in the future. Meanwhile, the president says he plans to sign an executive order requiring voter ID in all U.S. elections.
It's part of a larger effort by the president to reshape election rules ahead of the 2026 midterms, an effort legal scholars say he doesn't have the authority to carry out. Christine Frizzau has more from Washington.
The way in which Americans vote has been a longtime target for President Donald Trump.
We're going to end mail-in voting. It's a fraud.
In a post on Truth Social, the president also promising an executive order on voter ID, even though the Constitution says states determine the times, places, and manner of holding elections, with some power given to Congress as well.
The real Democrats want to have things like voter ID. They know it's crooked. There's only one reason you don't want voter ID. There's only one reason, and that's to cheat.
Currently, 36 states have laws requesting or requiring voters to show some sort of identification at the polls, a concept the vast majority of Americans appear to support. A Gallup poll taken in October, just before the 2024 election, found 84% of those surveyed support requiring voters to provide photo ID. That includes 67% of Democrats and 98% of Republicans.
The one that drives me the most crazy is this idea that somehow or another it's discriminatory to require ID to vote.
It's nuts.
You need an ID for everything.
Yeah.
You need an ID to rent a car.
Opponents, though, worry Americans will be prevented from voting, especially those in rural and low-income areas who simply don't have passports or driver's licenses. And there is currently no national ID card system.
There are millions of people who do not have readily access to these proof of citizenship documents, even though they are in fact citizens.
Now, any executive order would be sure to be immediately challenged in court. Already in March, President Trump's order requiring ID for voter registration was blocked by a federal judge who said the Constitution does not grant the president any specific powers over elections. I'm Christine Frizzau reporting.